Clarity from LeeCamp.net. The media wants to know, is Occupy Wall Street really having any effect? No, it couldn't possibly be that the colossal power of the wealthy is being challenged by regular Americans. That's so un-American. Well, here's the proof that Occupy Wall Street is having an effect. It comes from Frank Luntz, the biggest Republican strategist out there. This is a photo of him. This is the photo his PR people send out. It looks like that first guy ate Frank Luntz. Anyway, Luntz is responsible for such Orwellian tongue lashings as switching global warming to climate change because it sounded softer and cuddlier. Climate change sounds like something you can fix by rolling up the sleeves of your Snuggie. He changed the estate tax to the death tax. He came up with calling decreased pollution regulation the Clear Skies Initiative. I guess because it would be more clear that the skies are filled with nasty shit. Say Clear Skies Initiative to yourself right now. Doesn't it taste a little like bull? Like, you can taste it. Well, anyway, last week, Luntz was at a closed-door meeting of the Republican Governors Association, to tell them not to say child labor anymore, but instead replace it with 9 to 5 child industrious behavior training. And he was asked about Occupy Wall Street. He said, and I quote, "I'm scared to death of this anti-Wall Street effort. This is a guy who thinks global warming is a walk in a park. This is a guy who thinks loads of pollution in our skies is just a way to make better sunsets. So he's not scared easily, but he's scared to death of Occupy Wall Street." He then gave his audience advice on how to lie to the American public. He said, if we're seen as defenders of Wall Street, we have a problem. He told the audience to pretend to empathize with protesters. He suggested they say, "I get it," a lot. So soon we're going to see all the Republicans going, "You're all dirty hippie drug addicts, but I feel your pain. I get it." He also told the audience not to mention the middle class. I assume this is because if you mention the middle class, you remind people that there once was one. The GOP wants the thought of the middle class to disappear like a serial murderer burning the shoes of its victims, like the Chinese government ripping the Tiananmen Square pages out of the history books, like Forrest Whitaker clawing at the Battlefield Earth entry on his IMDb page. Luntz concluded by telling the crowd to never again refer to taxing the rich. Instead, call it taking from the rich, he said. You're goddamn right we want to take from the rich. We want to take back our futures. We want to take back the money they stole in a series of Wall Street scams built from lies, stacked on deceit, fabricated from forgeries, made out of bull that was out of the mouths of con artists. How about we play some of their word games? Stop calling it taxing the rich. Call it taking back our stolen property. Don't call it foreclosing on homes. Foreclosing is a banker's term designed to desensitize it. Call it stealing someone's home. Don't use the word bonuses. Replace it with end-of-the-year blood money. And stop referring to it as a bailout. Refer to it as a heist. And for all of you fighting out there, just remember, these rich con artists are now saying in closed-door meetings that they're scared to death of Occupy Wall Street. As Charlie Sheen would say, we're winning. That's your Moment of Clarity from LeeCamp.net. On today's Moment of Clarity podcast, I have an hour interview with Janeane Garofalo. You can get it on iTunes or at LeeCamp.net. Also, check out the new membership page at LeeCamp.net. Thanks a lot.
I know about y'all and what you believe. I believe this right now, right here. Not about us dying in a million years. Stop allowing them to build up your fears. I don't know about y'all and what you believe. I believe